Ahoy! Welcome back to the Libra Lures video. My name is Hubert and today I have the pleasure of introducing you to more updates from the series. Let's get started. As you know, Libra Lures is famous for its red-faced lures, which you can find in our stores. First of all, you can successfully catch common trout, spirit, perch, chub, and also other fish that are found in your waters. In our lineup, you'll find a wide range of lures that resemble different worms, larvae, and grubs. You will really find everything here, but we have to acknowledge that we always listen carefully to the anglers who fish with our lures. And we also have another addition, which is the Turbo Worm Mini. You probably already know the Turbo Worm is 56 centimeter long, and the Turbo Worm Mini is 35 millimeter. Turbo Worm Mini 35 millimeter works for whitefish, trout, chub, bream all year. These lures have been created so you can fish even more effectively, especially for whitefish. But this lure will also shine when fishing for spirit and common trout. I'm even convinced that this lure will be incredibly effective for catching chub and bream, both in the summer and winter, which almost comes to you. So if you're interested in this lure, check it out in stores because it's already available for sale. The lures from Libra are made from a flexible material, so it's incredibly flexible. As you can see, for example, the Turbo Worm is 56 centimeters long. You can now see the same thing on your screens in the case of the smaller version. All these properties have been preserved. You'll find it available in 20 main bright colors in 4 scent variants: garlic, shrimp, cheese, and version without scent. No scent for those who prefer to fish without any added fragrance. And what's so great about this? Thanks to the fact that we have a floating material, we can use these lures in different ways, like the Turbo Worm. Here we see a cheburashka, which is a very effective method that allows this lure to behave differently, so we can successfully fish it using drop shot or side rigging. In a moment, we'll see these basic rigging methods and how this lure behaves in the water. I'll also show you how to call it so you can effectively move through spots. And you see, as you can clearly observe, since this lure is relatively small and quite flexible, it always returns to its original undisturbed shape in its natural environment. When we look at the Turbo Worm, we primarily see the red color. To fish effectively with worms, we need to move them with our rod so they can attract different fish. But what is longer? First of all, with the Turbo Worm, thanks to the tubes we have here, which you can see on the screen. This is definitely a lure that starts working as soon as it hits the water. With a light tap or even just by using the reel, it already produces effective vibrations to attract fish to bite. And besides working alone, we primarily have a used, incredibly effective material here. So when the fish swims around our lure, it definitely doesn't notice it at all. It's already starting to taste our lure, no problem at all, because this lure is soft, but the material is tasty. It's very effective. For many years, we tested this material to make sure we perfected it. And what's so great about it, and since it's really tiny, just 35 millimeter, let's pour ourselves some good wine. It's really a small lure. Thanks to this, even if we catch a few fish, we can easily use the same lure to cover more spots. This material is incredibly durable, so one lure for us means a lot of caught fish. And in the package, you'll find as many as 15 of our lures, which will really surprise you for a long time. And we'll also take a look at how to actually rig such lures in detail. The most important thing then is the jig head, preferably made of tungsten, so that these lures present nicely. Here we currently recommend using a shorter hook than in this specific example, because this lure works nicely when it's gently twitched. But nothing will happen. As long as we use longer hooks, we can effectively and efficiently fish with this lure on a drop. I recommend using a tungsten bead, not because it would be more effective when fishing alone, but just imagine if you wanted to rig it with precision and ease. For example, consider using a 1 gram lead weight as a comparison. This lure's effectiveness was significantly influenced by the size and weight of that lead weight, which is crucial for achieving the desired depth and movement in the water. And we're almost aiming for it to be a supplement, not the main size of what we plan to fish with. Something that is very durable and very practical. By using tungsten beads, we not only get great weights, but we also present our lure creations nicely and effectively. And here you can see the turbo worm in action, something that is incredibly fascinating and interesting. Gently and carefully we twitch the rod to give it some action. And that's not necessary because a light connection on the reel is enough. Really gently and carefully, because a common mistake when fishing with such small lures is that they lose quite a bit of distance. We often work with them. A gentle touch and a bit of patience allows us to effectively cover every spot. A gentle touch, whether with the rod or the reel, depending on your preferences, and a bit of patience while gently tapping either the bottom or fishing with a half ton, allows us to effectively cover every spot. Listen, thank you very much for watching this material. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you liked the turbo worm, and most importantly that it will help you catch fish. If you want more information about our adventures, you can find everything on our website www.libralures.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and also on our X profile. There we'll also share information about our activities or what we're almost catching. And if you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for more content.